Right guys, I'm going to show you the first process for a confit duck. So, yeah, duck legs. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some kitchen roll, I'm just going to dry them off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the light marinade for the duck's legs. So, nice big handful of salt. I've just got some thyme and some rosemary tops. I've just got these from garden. Good thing with growing your own herbs, you've always got some in garden. Just gonna have the zest of an orange. And the juice. A few whole peppercorns. So I'll place my duck legs in a tray. And all I'm going to do now is take this mix, give it a little mix. I'm just going to make sure I evenly divide it amongst my duck. Like so. And what we're going to do is make sure that we massage the duck, get all this flavour in, get it in and around. Now, because this is going to be so long, we don't want to like put tons of salt on it because we don't want to like make it too heavy in the seasoning. Now, I've got about 50 grams of salt here between all my duck legs. So, like I said, just a nice little coating, and that's going to sit in the fridge overnight. Right, so my duck has been in overnight. If you look how much liquid's come off, obviously that's just a good sign of how much moisture it's drawn out, and if you look, it's a lot firmer than it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give these a quick little rinse and dry them off. Right, so I've got my duck legs in there. And I've just got some goose fat here. Now this is how you classically do it. You can do this with anything like oil, but oil or is fine. Goose. And then you need to make sure that these are covered in it. Obviously, as it melts, we're going to get a different result. Like a little bit more in there. And then that's just going to go on a very, very low simmer for about 3.5 hours. So if you can see, I've just warmed the fat up, and all the duck is underneath the fat now. I've managed to get it all pressed in. So that's 4 duck legs, and I think that's 400 gram of duck fat, or goose fat, whatever you can get. Oil's fine, just make sure it's covered. So I'll show you this in about 3 hours. Right then, so fondant, all I'm going to do is take a potato and top and tail. You can cut these out nice and fancy if you want. It's up to you. even turn them if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do quick, easy fondants. We're not in a restaurant, so how we miss it. Like I said, just roughly shape it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my potato. I'm just going to cut them in half. So I get two rough looking fondants from that. Right then, so first fondant, what I've done is I've heated up a little bit of oil in a pan. So you get some colour on them. A tiny bit of butter just to get a nice flavour going. Got a nice bit of colour on them like that. If you have to aim, that's fine. If you want to make it more even, base the butter over. Just keep doing it until you get a nice golden colour that you're happy with. Right, so my fondants have got some nice colour on now. What I've done with these is I've put a bit of chicken stock in. I've sliced up about half to a quarter onion, depending on its size. Put a couple of sprigs of thyme in there, a couple of sprigs of rosemary, 3 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to put some bits of butter in now. Now the butter acts as like a layer on top of the stock, so as it cooks down, the fat goes down over the potatoes, obviously creating that characteristic of that awesome, like, crispy top that you get on them. Obviously, and then the butter's going to soak in nice buttery potatoes. So they're going to go in the oven for about 45-50 minutes, and we'll check them after that. Right then, so for the sauce, what we're going to do is I've got a couple of shallots that I've just finely sliced, well, not too finely, but a couple of cloves of garlic. A tiny bit of colour on them. I'm just going to cook those out, just start to caramelise them. Along with a couple of, I've just basically peeled a few slices off an orange, just get those aromatics going. A few whole peppercorns. Cook that for about 3-4 minutes. So it's cooking, just have a bit of time, a bit of rosemary. I've got some bay leaves. You get your bay leaves, just scrunch it, and it releases all the flavour from it. Yeah, a little bit of colour developing now. So, normally, if I were what I'd do with this is I'd start this base with short carrot, probably a bit of celery. I ain't got no carrots and celery in at the minute, so I've just got a shallot and I'm making do with what I've got. I've also done these for garnish, so basically, just got some shallots, cut them in half, put them in a dry pan with a bit of salt, and you get like a caramelisation on it. All you do then, once you get that colour, you turn them over in pan, and they'll continue to cook in the residual heat in the pan, take it off the heat. So, see how that's developing at the bottom of the pan, that's flavour. I want to get that flavour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a glass of red wine. Juice that now. Along with the juice from the orange. So it's kind of like an orange sauce, but it's not your classic orange sauce where it's like your reduced orange juice. I'm just trying to balance out the sourness with the sweetness. And also at this point, I'm going to splash splash of red wine vinegar ideally, but I've not got that. I've just got white wine, but that's totally fine, as long as it's not malt vinegar. So just let that reduce by half first. Right, when that's reduced by half, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some beef stock. I'd love some fresh beef stock. I ain't got none. So I have to make do what we've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this, and as this cooks down and reduces, it will thicken. Obviously, all that flavour is going to develop in it. Right, so I've had my sauce reducing, and if you look at the pan, you can actually see where it started, where I was filled to, and where it's gone down to now. And that's lovely consistency. So if you look, it's just grabbing hold of the spoon. It's not too thick, not too thin. So I'm just going to pass this off into a clean pan. Make sure that I get all that flavour out of that drubbings in there. This is what we end up with. So I'm going to put this back on heat, just to finish it off. Add just a little bit of butter, keep mixing. This will give the sauce a lovely shine. I'll also enrich it a little bit as well. So if you look, all that butter's dissolved in. Got a lovely shine on that sauce now. Exactly what we're after. So I'm going to take that off the heat. Right, so my duck has been confit for quite a while now. Really low slow heat. What I need to do now is just drain off any excess fat. So if you look how tender that is, I mean, beautiful. So I'm just going to lift it out, dab the excess fat off. I'm just going to place it on this tray. I'm going to do that with all of them. Okay? And this is what we end up with. To this, I'm just going to add a clove of garlic. Might be a bit hot that now. Let's just test it. That's fine. I've got some mushrooms. All I've done with these is just quarter them. To try and get a nice bit of colour on them. Mushrooms in first, garlic in. And mushrooms, you treat it like steak. Just get nice colour on it. Don't shake it round in pan. Ain't gonna do all that. Just get them all turned over, some nice colour on them. Right, so we've got some nice colour on them mushrooms now. What I've done is I've took the tips off the asparagus. And what I've done with the bottom part is I've just cut it into pieces. We don't want to be wasting it, it's still edible. Just don't cook as quick as the tips. Again, I've used it in a few videos, but British asparagus at this moment in time is just absolutely outstanding. So get those in, give those a couple of minutes. Right, once I've had a couple of minutes, I'm just going to add the asparagus tips in. Again, take very little time to cook. I'm going to get those in, just toss them around a little bit, get some heat on them. And then we've got some frozen peas. And again, very spring veggie. Right, once they're all nice and warm, what I'd like to do is just put a few chestnuts in. Bit autumnal, but let's face it, it's not been very warm since start of this month. Plus, found these at back of cupboard from probably near Christmas time. So, you ain't got to. You still want chunks in there. I'm just going to warm them through lightly. Duck leg. Skins are nice and crispy on that now. These nice little shallots. Into this nice sauce. Little bit on that dog, just to glaze it. Just a smidgen of olive oil. Now all I'm going to say is if you've done this right, grab this bone, it should just come out like that. Nice and clean. Same with the thigh bone. It's like that. I like that.